Welcome to these nuggets. We are going to consider another thing that you have to take into consideration before thinking of how you are going to do your connection. We are talking about solar panel connection here, but there are certain things that you have to put in place first before you think about these different ways you can connect your solar panel. The next in this nugget is your roof racking. We have been seeing some people install solar panels on top of the roof without using solar rails. This is our racking system. These are solar rails. What is the importance of using the solar rails? When you are using the solar rails, you help to balance the ambient temperature, because when you raise the solar panel above this roof like this, as you can see, there will be free flow of air, and in such a scenario the temperature of the ambient temperature of the solar panel will be maintained. When you move to a next level of training, you get to understand how temperature affects efficiency. When we were talking about the standard test condition, we were made to know that there is a particular temperature that your solar will operate, and it will give you the required or the specified efficiency of the solar panel. So basically, if you install solar panel without racking the roof, it is very wrong. It is unprofessional. You tend to destroy the solar panel within the shortest possible time. That solar panel cannot last, cannot give you the required warranty as specified by the manufacturers, because you are increasing the temperature that the solar panel is supposed to operate. And when you increase the temperature above normal, the solar panel efficiency will reduce. Before 3 to 5 years, the solar panel will no more perform as it's supposed to perform. So basically, it's very, very important, is professional to always rack your roof. How will somebody have 80,000 naira, 70,000 naira, 50,000 naira to buy one of these solar panels, depending on the wattage? Then the person will not have money to rack the roof like what you have seen. This was a commercial solar installation. If it were to be a residential installation, I believe you might have used maybe 5 or 7 or 10 of these solar rails during your installation process. So it's always very, very important for you to rack your roof like this. So please always ensure that you advise your clients to give you money to rack your roof. So the roof racking will always follow how your solar panels will be wired to give you the required result. In solar installation 101, we talked about the roof, how the roof affects your connection. And when you are having a pitch roof and the different types of roof, we talked about this in solar installation. The type of roof that you have surely affects this installation and your wiring exercise or process. If you have roofs that maybe like this one, we are having two planes here, plane 1 and plane 2. There is a way you connect it. There is a way you connect it, and it will give you maximum productivity. If you have different, maybe like this one you are having here, you have different planes. You have to know where am I going to connect it in series. When am I supposed to connect it in parallel? Because the sun rays that will get to each of these um, um, section of the roof, each of this plane of the roof varies. You cannot have the same intensity of the sun here and equally have the same intensity of the sun here in some instances. So when you have roofs of different planes, you have to understand how to connect your solar panels so that you get maximum efficiency. And another thing is, if you having this connection here, always use solar rails. We have said you have to use solar rails when you are talking about your installation. And we are saying when you are connecting your solar panels, you have to ensure that wires are of the same length. If you can take a look at our own connection here, we ensure that these wires are of the same length and the output wire here is of the same length. So always ensure that the wires are always of the same length, and make sure that when you are planning your installation, you get to understand how many planes do I have. If you are going for an industrial or a commercial solar installation, and the roof system, the type of roof is the one that have different planes. We talked about this in solar installation 101, how the different planes or the different types of roof that we have will affect how we connect the solar panels. It will definitely affect the output that you have when you are connecting your solar panels. So always ensure that you take all these things into consideration before you start connecting your solar panels. And if you want to really get the best out of your installation, ensure that you rack your roof appropriately so that the temperature below, that is the ambient temperature surrounding the solar panel, will allow the solar panel have or deliver the required power as it was specified by the manufacturers. We move to another nugget that will help us know how we are going to plan our own connection effectively to deliver the required power output when we are talking about solar panel connection.